So in the last video of our honeybees, we talked about how we were expanding the apiary, right? Well, and there's a little blurb, you probably saw in there, I made a mistake. Pretty good one. Not bad for a first time, right? So I'm going to tell you what I did and what I found out. I found out real quick what I did wrong. And as you can see, it went from sunshine to this nasty wind. And it's cold. It's like 42 degrees. The wind's blowing. It's awful. So in that hive right there was eggs in it. You don't want to have eggs or any larvae at all. And if there's eggs, there's probably larvae there. So I put the graft in there. And I went to kind of check on it a little bit later. I'm trying to get out of the wind. And they didn't do anything, and all the larvae died. Dried out. So attempting to make the apiary bigger. I want to rear my own queens so I can expand with my own stock. Maybe introduce some new later on, which is why I got Russian queens coming. So I needed to learn to graft. Had the idea of setting up 10/10 cell builder that you can read about. Lots of people do it. It's also called something else. Doolittle method. It's not necessarily 10/10, but what we are trying to simulate is swarming impulse, emergency, make an emergency queen, and making them hopelessly queenless in the sense of they don't have any other queens, so they want to make them, and you give them the relatively perfect larva, I guess, but you give them the larva that you want them to make queens out of. So that's what I was trying to do. Where I messed up was, like I was saying earlier, I did not make them hopelessly queenless. There was actually some eggs still in there, like I said, and so that's going to make open larvae, and you want to make sure that there is none of that. They can have cap brood and open frames and food frames, so nectar and pollen, and then bees. Nothing else. You don't want them to have the ability to make a queen out of anything they have there. The other thing too is if they make a queen cell out of a 5-6 day old larva, which they probably could, I don't know, but if they do that, it's going to hatch out. It's not going to be a very good queen because it didn't get all the nutrition that it needed. So the purpose of grafting would be to ensure that you're getting the youngest larva from the hive that you want, to make a daughter from the queen you want, and she gets fed the highest quality, most nutrition she can possibly eat, and to make some real high quality queens, and then get them mated in the area that you want with the drones that you want. I didn't do that. That cell builder I had queen cells in it, or not queen cells, I'm sorry. It had larvae and eggs in it, and I didn't catch that, and for some reason that didn't cross my mind. So they started making some queen cells, and so in thinking about how I don't want to waste queen cells because they would be relatively young ones, I'm gonna let them just build them up. So then that will make all the larvae and brood gone. So everything hatches out, all the eggs and larvae get capped off, so then they become hopelessly queenless unless I leave it in there. But what I'm planning to do is I'll take whatever queen cells that they make, and I'm going to take those and I'm going to put them into a nuke colony, a real small one, like 2 frames, and that queen cell. Let her hatch out, and should have hopefully a colony with a virgin queen there, and then she can go out and get mated and then start laying and have a nuke. So that's what I'm going to attempt. So I think that'll probably work. So I'm going to let the bees kind of do the work, and we're going to see how it happens. But this is not the proper way. This is not the best way. This is just, hey, I'm going to adapt to the situation, see if we can overcome it and make things work for us. Allow the bees to do what they do best, make more queens. So this is the grafting tool. I was having some issues with this. I don't know if you can see it. It's plastic. What ends up happening is this darn thing sticks, and then I found this thing coming out. This is the piece that goes in the cell. It's really flexible right there, and it picks up the larva. So I was having some issues with that. Now, mind you, this is the first time I've done this. So, gotta start somewhere, right? So this is a Chinese grafting tool. It's not the greatest one. The best ones, I'm told, are the ones that have the bamboo up here. These are just plastic, but they did work. I did get them out. And this is a 3-bar grafting frame. These are the JZ, BZ Queen cell cup things. Anyways, these just sit up in here, and this comes out nice and easy. You have to be careful with it and don't drop it. Yes, I did drop it. There were queen cells in there, or larvae. That may have led to their demise too, dropping things. Because, I mean, you put the darn thing in here, I mean, it's not like it stays in there, it just falls out. So, anyways, that's what happened. I was all excited and I grabbed this thing, I was going to go and fell out. So, anyways, so take this thing, get in front of you, and you have the frame, and you put that thing in. Make sure that the frame that you're grafting from, it's upside down, because if it's straight up and down like this, the cells are actually at an angle. So when you're putting this thing in, it's actually easier to put it in this way. Get them out. Maybe do that for you some other time. Anyways, yeah, I made that mistake, and then I found, oh, I can turn it upside down. It makes it a heck of a lot easier. So I did that. So you put it there, and you put them in here, and you gently, not like that, you gently put them down there, and you lift up, and it just leaves the larva with that royal jelly in there. And so you get them all in here, roughly the same size and shape and everything, age hopefully. And you put it in the graft like that, or the cell bar holder, and you put it right in the hive where you want it. So that's the equipment here that I have. I use the green for the carniolan. I have some red ones for the Italians, and I have some gray ones because they sent them to me. I didn't order them. They sent them to me when I bought this. So I got gray ones too. I don't know what I'll use them for the brushes. Who knows? So that's kind of the equipment that I have. This is not the greatest, but it works so far, I guess. So bit of a learning curve. Could be. I'll get better at it. Boy, this is my first time doing this. I was actually excited to do it, and then when I saw that all the larvae that were in here were desiccated, I mean, dried up, shriveled, and dead, it was kind of fun. But you live and learn. So that's what I did. So we're moving on, and I told you about what we're doing with the hives now. So I just want to show you that equipment, and then show you how I use it. Oh, and there's something else. Hold on. This actually really worked for me. So I normally would wear glasses, but I lost them last year in the lake. They got knocked off somehow. I didn't even see it happen, but they were no longer there in the boat. So I normally wear glasses, but I haven't for like the last year. My prescription is I don't know what the axis is, but it's like a 1.75 plus 1.75 in each eye, and I just wear them because it gives me eagle vision. Other than that, I've got like 20/30 vision or something like that. So, some people use loops. Sorry, loops. They use loops, magnifying glass, one of those things that's got the light in it, and it's magnifying glass, and they put it over the larva so they can see it. There's that. I use a little tiny flashlight, and I went to Walmart, and I got these fancy things. Look at those. They are 3+. I cannot hardly see what's right there, but you know what? when I was looking up close, man, I could see really well. So it magnified it really good. I've read people say get +4 up to +6. Well, these are a heck of a lot cheaper than buying loops. They cost I think it's $5 $5 at Walmart. And you know what? They get extra broken. You can go and buy more. So those worked really actually well because I was able to see into the cell. I could see the larva and where the jelly was. And then when you're putting this darn thing in there, you could actually see it curve real easy. So you can be real precise with it. I know some guys are really fast and they just like they know right where to go, but I'm not that good. Maybe someday. Maybe when I grow up. So those really work. So if you're needing to see something, that works. And then it was a bright 170 lumen LED flashlight, so there's no heat that comes off of it. And I actually put it on the low setting, which was I think 100 lumens or 120 lumens. And it was the 6500K color, so it was bright white. Worked really well. So I didn't have a problem, and once I got the hang of this, like 4 or 5 of them that I botched, I was able to actually get them pretty quick, and I did learn to do that. It actually doesn't taste bad. And then this darn thing actually slides real nice. So I do put it in there, pull it out, put the thing in the graft, in there, pull it out, get the next one. I don't know if the saliva does anything to the larva. Lots of queen rears I've seen on YouTube talk about it. Doesn't seem to bother anything, and they do really well. They make money off this stuff, so I think that's all I have today. It's wet. I might do some reloading. Okay. Till next time. Have a good one.